If you do not partake in self-care as a creative person, you are probably doing your work a disservice by not doing so. Now, self-care is a bit of a buzzword these days, but it just means to look after yourself, basically. And as Mr. Jordan Peterson puts it, treating yourself like someone you are responsible for helping is a very good idea. Quick disclaimer, I am just some guy on the internet, so take what works for you, ditch the rest, adapt it however you like, and approach everything with an open mind and a curiosity to explore and experiment. Number 1, get enough sleep. Sleep is like the battery charger for our brains, but it doesn't just charge it to a point where it works, it also controls how well it functions. The better quality sleep you get, the better your brain will function. And believe it or not, we use our brains in the creative process to use creativity and make things and come up with fresh ideas and smash things together. It's all in our brains, right? So you would think that looking after your brain and its capacity to function would be one of our number 1 priorities. But for some reason, sleep is something that I don't think a lot of creatives really pay attention to. If anything, it is demonized to get proper sleep. Like, there's always this idea about working hard and grinding and hustling, and that's how you win at being a creative, by just outworking the other person. It's not necessarily true, and it will do you a lot more harm than good. Trust me. The bottom line is that the better rested you are, the better your mind is recharged, the better ideas and creativity you will have. The absolute simplest way to get better sleep is to have a good morning and evening routine. Ideally without screens for the first hour and last hour of the day. Read a book, really calm down, set yourself up for going to bed, and set yourself up in the morning for going to work. At the moment, my morning routine is actually just making a cup of coffee, sitting down at my laptop and getting straight into writing ideas and doing work. I'm just finding that works really well for me at the moment, but especially when going to bed in the evening, just ditch the screens. I promise you, if you get a good night's sleep every day for a week, your brain, you will notice the difference, trust me. Number 2, training your attention as a form of self-care might be the greatest thing you can do as a creative. By training our attention, I mean what we focus on and our ability to focus. Because so many people now just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, our focus and attention is absolutely gone to hell. And the problem with our attention is that it is a limited resource, meaning we only have so much of it that we can allocate to things during the day. And if we spend it on scrolling and garbage and gossip and drama and worries and doubts and things that just don't really serve us, then we have no attention left to spend on our creativity, the things we love. You see, our brains are biologically wired to tune out things that our attention is not directly on. For example, right now, as you're sitting, standing, whatever it is you're doing while watching this video, you can feel your feet touching the floor and maybe your bum in the chair. You can feel the clothes against your skin. But maybe before I started saying this, you wouldn't have noticed it because our brain just tunes out all the background noise. Essentially, if you not train your mind to focus attention on things, your focus and attention will just leak out of your ears into social media and garbage that doesn't matter. But how do we train it? Well, what we've just done. By noticing things is the best way I can explain how to do it. Noticing the clothes on your skin, the breath going in, the breath going out, noticing the sounds, anything that you can hear. If you pick one of the senses and really just focus in on it, pay attention to something, let your eyes rest on one thing, be present, that's how you practice it. A lot of people train their attention through meditation, which is one option, but I think as creatives there's a bit more of a entertaining and playful way to train your attention, which is to use those senses and notice things. And lastly, number 3 is consuming the right content, because social media is scroll, 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 and it's just slop and garbage. But a good book, a good film, a great story, amazing things to consume. We need to have this process where we fill our minds up with good content that is of substance, and also use it by creation, right? So we don't just create things from a vacuum. We don't just pull things out of our brain and then start creating. We actually need to consume things. We need to consume stories and art and medium in whatever way it is, but it needs to be of good quality. Social media, not good quality because of how they work. The algorithms are built on interest, which means, and I'm sure you can relate to this, you find yourself watching stuff that you can't help but watch, but you don't actually want to watch it. It's just psychologically really hard to not watch it. I've been getting a lot of these traffic stop videos where like someone gets pulled over and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And like, AI voice comes on and they're like, "This guy was pulled over for," and I don't care. I really do not care less. But by the time that I've noticed I'm watching this video, I've already watched to the end and I'm like, don't like it. Throw my phone across the room. Garbage. Absolute garbage, all of it. Consume good stuff, good art, good series, a good film, good cinema, and old stuff as well. Before data came around and all the big studios were basically just trying to get the most money out of stuff, that's the best stuff. One of my favorite things to recommend to people as well when it comes to consuming stuff is to expand your medium. And what I mean by that is if you're a photographer, consume a good film, a good book, look at the stories in them and how they interact, look at nature and how that interacts with each other. If you're a poet, go try photography, consume some good films, and how can you bring other mediums of creativity and art into what it is that you do. And so if I could sum all of this up, get enough sleep, train your attention and consume good content. And ultimately look after yourself, because looking after yourself and your brain is by essence a practice of making good art and good work. You can't create good creative work if you are not looking after the main tool that allows you to do so. This guy here. That's it. I hope you had some value. I hope you got good stuff out of this, and thanks for watching. Give it a like. You can subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.